You heard. Now, hello everyone. Welcome in. We have h3ocharles and the commentators of BigBilly and FoxHound here to kick off the Worms Armageddon run, and I will let you three take it over.
Hello, this is Worms Armageddon. After 25 years, this game, this certified hood classic of a turn-based strategy game, still refuses to die. And this will be a big BiG co-op rope race. Joining me are two of the many creators of this map, BigBilly. Hello? Billy, say hi. Okay, anyway, and FoxHound.
Hi.
And well, it took us a year, but god damn it, we finally got there. So let's do this. Got myself a team here. Gonna set the map, and yeah, it's pretty big, which is par for the course for big collabs like this. And yeah, I think that's the scheme, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So time's gonna start when I hit start the game. So 3, 2, 1, let go.
Yes, sir.
Placing our worm at start.
Yes, sir.
We can set our camera to the center of ourselves, and we're going.
Oof.
So Foxon, you want to explain what rope racing is?
Rope race is a race with the rope, which is one of the most important weapons of the game. And this is a famous scheme of the community, which is played on very big maps. So there are rope race with smaller maps,
Oof. Oh.
and this is a rope race in a
Yes,
very
sir.
big map. This map is hugely, insanely big.
Yeah, so we have, I believe I counted 10 people that contributed to this map in the end. Billy, you might want to go through what the hell happened, one section at a time, I guess.
Yeah. So first here's the Curial Gamer part. So at the end we had about 8 people. I think it was 2 another people made some bonus stuff, like your part is mixed with this King Gizzard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think at the end we had about 12 people involved, but people get off, ghosted me and stuff. Really strange stuff was going on, but yeah, it was about 1 year. Took the whole process of making the map. It was very fun, but also, yeah, a lot of stress sometimes.
Oh yeah, I believe so. So I think we can start talking about like the general shape of this, because if you had a look at the preview before I started, you can see it was one big old rhombus. However,
Jump.
I think we had a lot of back and forths on what should like the big shape be. Sometimes in maps, some people like to use like general shapes. Here's the next section, by the way. Like to use big shapes to have a pretty thumbnail for the maps. Like a year ago, I showed that there were high stiletto boots or a Lego Stormtrooper. That was 2 of the Sid maps, for example. But here we just went for a simple rhombus because that's.
Ow.
I think we just needed to go simple here.
Jump.
However, this section ain't so simple. We've got big. That's runaway section, right?
Yeah, it's Runaway. He's one of the. He makes one of the best maps in the scheme.
Jump.
Yeah, lots of dated references here. The theme was supposed to be 80s. I think 80s tech, I believe.
Yeah, what was about 80s was the theme overall, but you can do your own stuff, so you don't have to do it. But at the end, most of the people did some 80s stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end it's making a maze, yeah? It's just making a maze with pretty stuff all around.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what BigR is.
Yes, sir. Jump. Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
there are a lot of rope
Yes, sir.
racing variations, just racing scheme variations on its own, actually. This is Big Rope Race specifically, where we have color maps,
Yes, sir.
which can be pretty much any size with
Oh.
some restrictions. Because hand-drawn maps are limited to one size and one size only, which can only do so much. As
Yeah,
for...
but
Go on.
the maps are can be freely made by players, but usually the maps are like a maze. It's very similar to a maze, and the maps need a good place to rope, because you could make a very difficult map to rope around, and this is not the ideal for a big rope race. The players need a good space to rope.
Okay, here I just did a trick here, which is a fly. Pretty basic one. I just bounce off a... Oh, whoops. Door I came prepared. I'll explain that in a bit. We're bouncing off a map, bouncing off walls here to get the maximum velocity possible and just launch ourselves here. Over here we have, I think what that would be called a plop zone. Plop is slang for drowning a worm, because they make that plop sound. So over here, what I teleported despite plopping. We have a anti-sync enabled, which is part of Rubber Worm, which used to be a WormKit
Mod.
module. Nowadays, it's included in the game, thanks to over 20 decades, 20 years of community patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the new patch is on the rise, yeah? It's somewhere... I
Hopefully.
heard it should be maybe released this year, yeah, but you never know. The big 4.1, 4.0, I mean.
No, it will be.
No, wasn't that supposed to be
3.9.
3.9? I think it was
It will
supposed
be
to be...
3.9, not 4.
Yeah.
Okay, then I misheard that.
Yeah, 4.0 is a 4.0 is pretty much a dream of just making a perfect remake of the game. Which, let's be honest, game dev is stupidly difficult. So the community should have low expectations, but as we all know, internet trends can get escalated in weird ways. And I guess, speaking of which, what's the...
Yes, sir. Jump.
Got a question from chat here. What's the world record on this map? Because I guess we do have a way to track times here. Because speaking of updates, we did had literally a couple years... I'm stressed. Literally a couple days ago, we had an update to the biggest website of the community, the ultimate site of Worms Armageddon, pos-wa.org. No, not .org, .com. And including in that website, we can have challenges, where basically, with permission, any player can submit whatever thing that would like a leaderboard. There you go, 600. About 600 seconds is the record.
Yeah, it's by Master 621.62 seconds.
Yeah, Masta is an insane
basically
roper.
one of the biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah, not even
I don't know
close
if he has the
to.
most records, but he has a lot.
Yeah, he's not even close to like. Yeah, nobody's even close to beating his times, probably.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's actually insane. If anyone's interested, yeah, there's the link. You can check out the leaderboard. which you submit times using Worms Armageddon demos, so you can open them with Worms Armageddon if you own it. Oh yeah, I'll explain that later. And yeah, you can buy Worms Armageddon on Steam and GOG. So that's cool.
That's a great thing also on Worms Armageddon, that you have these replays that you can see. You can download replays from these sites, and yeah, look at just the gameplay that is. It's amazing.
Okay,
It's
just
also developed by the community in the end.
Jump.
all right, just went through Beer Belly's section like a butter, and here we have your section, Billy.
Yeah.
So we got a golf course here.
Yeah.
Okay, got one hole here,
I made
and
a
I'll
little
do
skate
it,
park,
and I'll halt it
and
there.
so with the golf course.
Yeah, so golf is a scheme where you have these numbered blocks here and numbered holes. We throw one nade from the platform to the hole, repeat for about a couple times, in this case 10, and some of the holes are a little bit crazy, so just so I won't get mercy killed, I will not go through those holes. Instead, you can check out another challenge that I hosted where I think... No, it wasn't Walrus. Walrus got sniped, but there are some insane records on the golf course as well.
Oh.
Just the golf course on its own.
Yes, sir. Jump.
Yeah, and this game is pixel perfect. Actually, it's not pixel perfect. It's sub-pixel perfect. So it's very famous for this. Pixels really matter. And on this scheme, Big Rope Race, not so much as other schemes. There are thousands of schemes made by the community. The biggest website of the game that support the uploads of the schemes, which is thus the ultimate site,
Ow.
has more than 4,000 schemes,
Yeah,
and this is
humongous.
just one scheme.
Yeah, I think TOS has like 4,000 schemes submitted. But yeah, about sub-pixels. Oh, here's another rope trick. About sub-pixels, if you have seen the standard Worms Armageddon speedruns, shout out. Oh, messed that up. Shout out to Waffle Bricks and Mablock, who have shown all missions on marathons as well. Some of the tricks require like sub or quarter pixel shots. It's ridiculous. So yeah, if you're into Wolf Goldberg machines, go check that out.
Ow.
And that was a Mexifly right there. Another rope trick there. All the rope tricks have like their own names, but they're not all documented because this game is the gaming community is so old that documenting things is kind of difficult because lost media and stuff.
Yeah, we can say some of the names like Maxi, Dragon, Warlock, Dreamer. There are many names. Spike, Shadow.
Oh, you might want to halt here because here's your section, FoxHound.
Jump.
Okay.
You might want to explain this one.
Jump.
The
Okay,
hell is
this
this,
is-
mate?
This is a new scheme I made inside this map. It's an optional game that people can play. That you need to save, help the ship to reach the checkpoints. So you drop the ship on a checkpoint, and you need to make the ship go to the next checkpoint using the body of the worm on the rope to do this. So if you don't help the ship will be stuck on a hole, and the ship will not be able to go to the next step of the game. So
Yes, sir.
the
Let me
ship
try this
needs to
again.
reach number 2. The ship fell and did not get number 2. the worm should make a bridge to the ship pass through that tiny hole.
Let's see if I can get this now.
Howdy.
Ah, missed it. I'll give it like
You-
2 more
you-
tries.
Oops.
Yeah, it's not
Yes, sir.
as easy as it looks. It's a bit difficult. You need to. Well, it's a alternative scheme, new scheme that I made, but it's not a famous scheme. It's a new idea.
Let's
It's
see if I can
based
get
on
this.
another. It's based
Oh,
on another scheme.
Turn, goddamn you! Okay, I'll stop there. But yeah, basically the sheep can the worm's hitbox can interact with the sheep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait,
And,
did I saw? Oh wait, that was a super sheep.
Oops.
Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So the worm has a hitbox. So does the sheep. I believe the worm's hitbox is 9/16. So because of this, worm can put a hitbox on the sheep, so they can bounce, I guess. Yeah, some insane stuff right here, but again, don't want to be mercy killed. So let's move on. I forgot to make a challenge on this, but yeah, this might be pretty interesting to see how people figure this out.
Jump.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and my map I made entirely on MS Paint, the software from Windows, and because my skills on map making are not so good as the other map makers, because I'm not a good Photoshopper user or other programs I don't know how to use. But I tried to make abstract art using MS Paint, so I took many hours doing this, scratching and making, using all the tools of MS Paint to make it look pretty.
Yeah, interestingly, color maps are supposed to be indexed, and just so happens that MS Paint can export. Well, no, that's BMPs, so not really, but yeah, it can be done here.
Ow.
It should be done. It should be possible with MS Paint to make a map for Armageddon, or at least the technical part of it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
of course, many people did it. Yes.
Yeah.
Jump.
Anyway, here's a section that I kind of hate. No,
You
no hard
spoke,
feelings.
you know?
Yeah,
You're
these
actually-
polka dots here. So over here, I'm just gonna do some precise jumping here instead, and not rope, because rope is supposed to be used for traveling large distances, not tight holes like this. So
Yes, sir.
the scheme for
Ow.
going through like tight jumps like this is called battle race.
Jump.
And this is where pretty much like the meat and potatoes of precision comes in. So some ridiculous maps have been made over the years as well. Shout out to Husk as well. He has made some ridiculous maps and records on them. Just gonna try to land safely here.
So yeah, there we get to the next part, I guess.
Eventually, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Jump.
I believe that would be Sid.
Yeah, Sid's part. Next.
Yeah, so
Sid
we
is,
were supposed to have.
very-
Oh, sorry.
Sid is a very known person in the community. He is also a scheme maker. He made several creative schemes. The most notable scheme he made is darts, which is like the real life dart game. but for worms. Using the ninja rope too.
Yeah, use rope,
Yeah.
drill, and low grav. And then you just land on potholes. But yeah, Sid is also
Right.
known for insane plays with the Super Sheep. As well as Cube Shark. Shout out to Cube Shark.
Hurry.
Huge YouTube channel back then. And because Sid thought it was funny, he also added in the top left corner a Super Sheep Race section. Only one person has cleared it, to our knowledge. Which, let me just see. Yeah, just no thank you, kindly. Just what the hell, man. The reason why Super Sheep is so difficult to use for racing is its circumference
Jump.
is limited. I'm just holding left here. That's what's pretty much limited to. So trying to make like precise movement with it is pretty much insanity if you don't know what you're doing. So because of this, I will not be doing the Super Sheep Race. Instead, go check out that one replay
Jump.
on the Ultimate site.
Jump. Oops.
Yeah, but to check the replay, you need Worms Armageddon to run the replay. You need to install the game to watch replays.
Yeah. I think there's a program to record, to convert replays to video, but I've been struggling to launch it for some reason. It's called Armageddon Recorder. Shout out to that either way. Alright, here comes Trick.
Just in my personal opinion, this map is one of the beautiful.
Wow.
Most
Got it.
beautiful.
All right, well, that was Sid's. Here is. Oh dear. Here's my section. Or should I say Gizzard and Mines? This one, I can tell you, this one's a bit scuffed.
Jump.
First off, shout out to Legion, who has made a big rope race generator. It's a program that, well, you can pretty much give it parameters and it will spit out a rope race map for you. Just so you don't have to draw it out manually, because that will take too long, just to practice a single skill set or iterate on a certain skill set. So I made a thing with this program for this section, and let's just say it wasn't taken very well. This ended up with like bunch of back and forths that like took like at least 3 months or something like that.
Ow.
And then I lost attention span
Yeah.
somewhere in the collab. And yeah, weird stuff. In the end, we got King Gizzard, who is known for making
Ow.
Turns.
Jump. Oof.
which is known for
Yeah,
making
great.
custom themes.
Jump.
Because yes, we finally managed to get away to have custom themes in the game.
Yeah, custom terrains.
How many do we have them on now on TUS uploaded? Can someone take a look while I look at this?
Oof.
While I traverse this?
Hurry.
I think like 200-ish. I think, excluding
that's
the
very,
packs.
Very much at the moment, yes.
Yeah.
There are a lot. There are teams like Mangrove, teams like Bavaria, Mexican themed terrain, ones from other Worms games, mixed stuff, and like a medal. There are many teams.
Yeah, bunch of video game references as well. Oh yeah, this is 80s horror as well.
Chocolate, pizza.
There are also some how do I say this? Some let's just say edgy themes as well.
Hurry.
We even found
Yeah,
some so edgy we can't even upload them without some edits to the
Yeah.
website. Here's the second to last section.
Oof, oof.
However, the last section is
Marco.
optional, and I'll need to make a scheme adjustment in a bit.
Oof, oof.
But yeah,
He was
Tech,
the
get ready
first
for
one
time.
who finished his part.
Sorry?
He was the first one who finished his part. He basically came on, said, "Yeah, I'm in this project," and he finished it 3 days after it or something.
Hurry.
Wow.
But yeah,
Map
took 1
makers,
year
map making
more
speedrunning
to
here.
finish it.
Jump. Missed. Yes, sir.
And just to say that the replays that the community now has for the game were developed by the main developer of the game, which is who is that code. That code created the replays. So every time you play a game of Worms Armageddon, you have instantly saved on your computer a small file, which is very, very small, which is saved automatically, and you can watch all the games you played on WormNet. So it's a great feature that was created thanks to that code all these years. And also Cyber Shadow is the other main developer which who helped him to make other features of this game, which has now 25 years.
Yes, sir. Jump.
Yeah. Also, Komito and Mablak are doing a nice podcast where Dead Code was just on for an episode, about 2 hours or something. Very good discussions there. And yeah, next week or in 2 weeks there will be the episode with Cyber Shadow. So yeah, quite nice.
Yeah, go check that out. I believe that
Yeah.
I believe he is Worms Armageddon CWA on Twitch.
Yes.
All right, and with that said, I think Tech, get ready for time.
Oof, oof, oof.
If I not fail, if I not smash my head on the ceiling, and time.
Coward.
There you go.
Boring.
However, we're not out of the woods yet because we have the bonus section here. So gonna change
Yeah. My SBS.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
got a scheme here. So here I give myself an infinite turn time now, and we have this other section, this final section here. One shot roping. So here I'm gonna touch these numbered boxes. I am not supposed to land. And let's get through this. So touching specific parts of terrain is a trope in wall-to-wall shopper. Oh, I messed up. Try again. Shopper is also a scheme where you use the rope, but this time for combat purposes, where before attacking you need to collect a crate and then attack from a rope, which yeah, if you think the casual party games are ridiculous, then shopper games might give you a different perspective to the community at large. I think I touched the third box. I can't tell. Okay.
I think the gameplay is a bit different. The mini game of this part.
Oh.
Ow.
I missed.
You need to connect the rope on. You can only use one shot in every part.
Oh, okay. Let's
it's
see.
very hard. It's a very difficult mini game. By SBS, SBS is one of the best map makers of this game. He's from Argentina, and he has like hundreds of maps, and he is a Photoshop magician. He is a very, very, very good map maker.
Yeah, you
Okay,
need to
let's.
attach the rope to the 1, and then you have
Yeah.
to get by 1 swing to the 2.
Yeah,
So you need to attach it to the 1.
Oh,
it's like the scheme from Dario, skinflint roping. Dario is a player from Argentina too,
ah,
that he created a scheme like this.
all right. I'll go for this normally.
Maybe he is not the first to have this idea, but the most
close.
famous scheme of this type is by Dario.
Ow.
All right, I'll go for this normally because I actually didn't practice the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
But yeah,
this is
this
something.
looks pretty insane actually.
Yeah,
Now that you
it's very
explained it
hard.
to me.
Yeah, and this is a nice part of this game. Players can create rules that players need to obey in order to have a fun game.
Yeah.
So if you don't respect the rules, the players of the game will kick you, will kill you, or they will leave the game because you need to respect the rules and say the rules before start the game. So this scheme has a rule that players need to follow this rule, otherwise
Coward.
All right, I'll do.
the player can be kicked from the game.
All right, well,
House rules.
yeah. Yeah, so when Armageddon is such an old game from just some things just can't be really done. So instead we have to rely on house rules because reasons. But yeah, that was that. That was the map. Yeah, please go check out the Ultimate Set of Worms Armageddon, tos-wa.org. Shout out to everyone who has contributed to the map, which is if I checks notes aggressively. Where is it? Yeah, shout out to BigBilly and FoxHound for hitting with me. In order, we have Curl Gamer, Runaway, Beer Belly, Big Billy, Foxhound, Sid, King Gizzard, and me. Hi, Marco and SBS. Also, a bunch of people have fallen, and I believe you have
Yes, sir.
a section. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Barman, Drumstick, Cradys, and Gregor and Dubu also tried, but fallen sadly. Shout out to them as well. And yeah, you two got any shout outs as well?
I'm fine. Just thanks.
All right.
Yeah,
Foxhound?
this map received recently the featured tag of one of the most important websites for maps of this game, which is Worms Map Database. Very few maps of this website has the featured tag. So this map received this tag, so it's a very unique map that you should try if you play Worms Armageddon one day.
And I believe that would be wmdb.org, right?
Yeah.
For me, shout outs, let's see. Yeah, shout outs to who would that be? Matt Black, Ruffled Bricks, Toby Trigger, and Psychotropic. If anyone's interested in speedrunning, not the fan gaming portion of Armageddon, then you can check us out at speedrun.com/worms. We sadly just missed it, but this week the Steam Summer Sale has ended, and Armageddon can be usually bought for minus 80% off. So go get it then. There was also Team 17 Publisher Sale, which I believe Armageddon was on sale then again. So yeah, go get it then. It should be piss cheap by now. And yeah, let's. I think that's it. Let's get the marathon going.
All right. Thank you very much, Charles and commentators, for stopping by. Up next, we have a Return to Subcon, which is a Kaizo Super Mario Bros. 2 ROM hack. Gonna be interesting. And it'll be by GlitchCat7, who you may have seen previously in the marathon. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.